Okay, this week we're talking about major gift portfolios and managing those portfolios. So, what if you inherit a portfolio and you can't get these people to respond? So, in my very first video in this series, I said you really need those in two buckets. So, one bucket for people who are already giving to your nonprofit at a major gift level, and the others who are prospects, meaning they're giving sometimes, but not every year. They're giving smaller amounts, but you think that they may be able to give it a higher level of commitment. They are prospects for a major gift. So, but you're not in relationship with them yet, or certainly not in that way. So, the general wisdom would say you would send a letter and letting them know you want a meeting, then send an email and make calls asking for a meeting. A lot of folks will tell you to never ask for a meeting via email. I find email is a great way to fill up my calendar. Normally, I get what's called my anchor visit for a trip. So if I'm going to an area, I'm going to meet with my most important person in that area, and I'm going to lock that visit down before I put other visits around it. I find that sending an email with a Calendly link in it to everybody that our organization knows in that area is a very efficient way to fill up my calendar and make the most of a trip. So I like to front load email because it's less work. And then I will go down in order of priority with phone calls and letters if I need to before a trip. So you can experiment, see what works for you, but you definitely want to be multi-channel because generationally and just with personal preference, people are going to respond differently to different contact and outreach types. So you want to go exhaust all of those different options for trying to meet the donor. And don't neglect Zoom either, because a phone call is really good. Zoom is even better. You're usually seeing something of the person's house. You're getting to know them. They see your face and facial expressions, and vice versa. They see your body language. It's going to give them more data to make a decision about you and how comfortable they feel with you. And you're going to learn more about them. So use all forms of outreach. Asking for a visit in person, use phone, use Zoom, use email, use all of that. And if you still can't get a particular donor to respond, go to your board, see if anyone knows these folks. And if they don't, or so you can't rely on a board member to open the door, then I would go back and start blessing and releasing those folks from your prospect list. Obviously, they can still stay in the annual fund for that kind of follow-up, and we hope that they remain donors to the organization. But they're probably, if they're not responsive at all to all that outreach, they're probably not ready to make a increased commitment at a major gift level, whatever that level looks like for your org. So we would begin to cycle some of those folks off and then go back to our previous gift data, our wealth ratings, other things like that to bring in new fresh prospects that you're going to start to reach out to. So again, your portfolio is always a living document. There's going to be a certain percentage that remains the same. And then you're going to have people leaving the list and people being added onto the list frequently, who you're going to then qualify with an initial discovery visit. You may also bless and release people after the discovery visit. They may say, well, look, I'm only ever going to give you $100. Great. I mean, I've had people tell me that they've made a legacy gift or a planned gift and they don't plan on giving anything else before they're dead, basically. Bless and release, let them go. Don't worry about expending resources trying to get a major gift from that person when they've told you they're not going to. So let's see if there's any other miscellaneous tips I have in my next video.